Hello, and welcome to Molecules to Market. I'm Uwe, and my background is in finance and portfolio planning, and I'm also the one who engineers and codes the platform behind all of this.
And I am Nicolas. I come from the other side of the table, technologies, products, and applications with a strong interest in markets and economics. Between the two of us, we have spent a long time looking at the same industry from very different angles.
And that's really why we're starting this podcast. So, Nicola, let me put it to you directly. Why now? Why does the world need another industry podcast?
Honestly, Uwe, the world does not need another podcast, but it does need a different kind of conversation. Look at what is happening around us. We are moving from a unipolar world to a multipolar one. We have the Strait of Hormuz under threat, conflict in Ukraine, tension in the Middle East, the China-US standoff. Every one of these sends a shock through our supply chains. And yet, professionals are still being fed headlines and sound bites.
Exactly. And the headline is useless when you're responsible for a capital project worth billions, something that's designed to last 30, 40 years. You can't base a 40-year decision on this morning's news cycle. You need deep, grounded technical and economic reality.
That's the gap we want to close. The space between the molecules, the actual chemistry, the process engineering, the feedstock, and the market, where value is either created or destroyed. Most of the time, that gap is where companies lose money without even understanding why.
Let me pick you up on that, because this is something I feel strongly about. Our industry has been plagued by fragmentation, information locked behind firewalls, expertise scattered in silos, a dominance mindset where everyone tries to own and control everything. We believe the opposite. We believe collaboration beats competition.
Which is a good moment to talk about ppPLUS, our platform. But Uwe, I want to be clear with our listeners. This podcast is not a 30-minute commercial for our software.
No, no. If it were, we would maybe have 10 listeners. The platform is simply the workbench. It's where we ground these conversations in something real, real facility data, real technology benchmarks, real supply chain maps. So when we talk to an expert, we're not trading opinions. We're working from intelligence.
And that changes the quality of the discussion completely. Let me give an example of what I mean. Most managers, they pick a technology first, and then they go looking for a supply chain to feed it. A systems thinker does both at the same time.
Explain that, please, because I think this is the core of it.
Sure. A system thinker asks, if I choose this process technology, does it lock me into a specific feedstock from a specific geography? And if that region faces a geopolitical shock, a blockade, a sanction, a tariff, what is my exit velocity? How fast can I adapt?
And that's where my world, the financial world, meets your world, the technology world, because feedstock flexibility isn't just an engineering preference anymore. It's a financial hedge. Access to technology, access to catalysts, technology independence, these used to be footnotes. Now they sit at the very center of the investment case.
This is exactly why we wanted two voices on this show and not one. You see the P&L, I see the process, and the truth lives in between.
So let's tell the people what's coming. Who are we going to bring into these conversations, Nicola?
A real mix. Resource and feedstock analysts who know where the molecules genuinely come from, project costing and management professionals who have survived the hardest part, actually scaling a project, technology experts, market specialists and economists, and geopolitical analysts who don't just list the risk, but show how those risks ripple all the way down to a refinery's margin.
And the goal is cross-pollination. If you're a technologist listening, you'll come away in understanding the financials. If you're an investor or an analyst, you finally understand why a specific catalyst actually matters to your return.
Before we close over, if you had to name the one force driving all of this, what would it be?
Our industry has been under pressure from all sides for years, from meeting climate targets to reacting fast to geopolitical shifts. All of this forces us to rethink how we build resilience with new technologies and with the molecules to feed them, sourced and produced much closer to home, rather than shipped halfway around the planet. And you?
Mine is simpler. The answer isn't just more backup suppliers, it's more shared knowledge. When we break down the corporate barriers and compound our expertise, we build a collective intelligence that no single company can match on its own. That's what Molecules to Market is here to do.
Well said. So, this is our starting point. In the coming episodes, we'll bring in those experts and put these ideas to the test.
You can find us at portfolio-ppLUS.com. Subscribe wherever you are listening. And if there is a topic or an expert you think we should challenge, reach out to us.
I'm Uwe.
And I am Nicolas.
This has been Molecules to Market. Thanks for joining us. Let's get to work.